It's been almost 1 year since the home video of a rat-infested market stalls in Chinatown raised awareness about the health inspector shortage on Oahu. But the situation hasn't improved by much. Tonight, a new KITV4 investigation reveals how infrequently state health inspectors visit food booths at Aloha Stadium. The exclusive story now from KITV4's Keoki KERR with this investigation into stadium food safety. Keoki?
Well, Paula, this is a story that's especially timely because of UH's homecoming game this Saturday against Idaho. Even though tens of thousands of people eat at the stadium at every home UH football game, the food vendors there have escaped inspections for a long time because of state budget cuts and staffing shortages. Aloha Stadium on Saturdays in the fall is often full of football, fans, and food. Lots of food. And much of the food served to people during University of Hawaii football games here is prepared on site, with tens of thousands of people eating everything from French fries to bentos at every game. So how often do fans think state health inspectors should visit these food vendors?
Every game, before inspections up before the games, check everything before even the games start.
A KITV4 News investigation has found the last time the State Health Department inspected these food booths was more than 2 years ago, in September of 2008. Here's how football fans reacted to that news.
This was actually 2 years ago in the fall of 2008 during a UH home game.
Oh, I would be very sad and scared. I don't know if I want to eat these fries.
I don't know if I want to eat my fries now.
Wow, that's amazing. I know it's a little harder over here because they're only open on weekends, but still, yeah, they need to be checking once a year minimum.
Why no health inspectors here for more than 2 years? State health officials blame budget cuts.
For routine inspections, we're not able to do any inspections in the evenings, weekends, holidays, and of course, furlough Fridays.
Peter Oshiro oversees some of the health inspectors who check restaurant food safety, and you can sense his frustration.
So of course, we feel it's a little bit more important that we go to these large-scale food events where you have literally tens of thousands of people that are going to be dining. So we would like to ensure, I guess, more so that these vendors are providing a safe product out there. And I guess the only way to do that is through inspection.
Because of restrictions against using overtime, they're not able to go to the stadium during weekend games. And shifting inspectors' schedules to those off hours would cost a lot because their union contracts call for them to be paid overtime for any night and weekend work. Oshiro says no one has reported getting sick from food in the stadium since their last inspection 2 years ago. If there was a report of foodborne illness, his inspectors would investigate immediately and would be allowed to spend overtime doing it. Still, he admits,
so it's real critical that we run the food safety program in such a manner that we can prevent people from getting ill rather than trying to react after the fact.
They need to turn it around and say, what if it was their families being fed there? What if they're eating there? You know, that's the type of stuff you got to think about.
During the last inspection here in September of 2008, an inspector found hand-washing violations at 3 food booths. None of the 3 had running water, and 2 of them had no soap or towels.
It sounds really simple, but that is one of the major causes of communicable diseases is not properly washing hands.
There are just 10 health inspectors on Oahu for about 5,800 restaurants and other food establishments. The state hopes to fill 2 inspector vacancies by early next year to get more people in the field.
But as far as watching them actually prepare the food and serve the food, that's where we need to have inspectors physically out there in order for us to ensure that food safety practices are being done.
In the meantime, some fans are not concerned.
They shouldn't have found anything wrong. It's very good, it's very clean, and we always eat here.
But others are worried.
So does it make you think twice about eating from that?
It does a little bit, yes, but I guess if we don't see the rat, then we don't really think about it. It's like
so. Just keep it out of mind and just enjoy your dinner.
Thanks a lot, Keoki.
Food for thought, I guess. Right now, there is just 1 inspector for every 580 restaurants on Oahu. The Food and Drug Administration recommends the ratio be 4 times lower than that, 1 inspector for every 150 food establishments. The Health Department just got permission to raise restaurant fees and keep more of its permit money, and they hope to hire as many as 17 more inspectors over the next 2 years. So the situation is eventually going to get better.
Well, if restaurants are only getting inspected every 1 or 2 years right now, how is it going to improve once they do hire those inspectors?
Well, the state actually wants to begin inspecting what they call high-risk restaurants 3 times a year. These are places that cook raw food and then reheat it, like many of the food outlets at the stadium. Restaurants with minimum risk, the fast food places that cook only frozen food, well, they want to check them out twice a year. And low-risk outlets, those ones like the convenience stores or shave ice shops, they want to check those out just once annually. But again, this is at least 2 years away. They got to hire a lot of inspectors to do that.
All right.
Thank
you
you
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Keoki.